Hello, everyone. Today is 10th of August, and it's almost 11 minutes past 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So let's do our weekly call. So let's start from what is on our economic indicator, U.S. economic indicator. What agenda do we have? So let's look at here. So you can go to Twitter and you can find it here. I put it there. I've highlighted the high impact, medium impact, and economic events. So on Tuesday we have core CPI month over month, core CPI month over month, CPI year over year. So this is consumer price index. Then we have FOMC. So we have a number of FOMC members speaking. So then we have 10 a.m. FOMC members speaking. So core CPI is at 8:30 a.m. before market. Then 10 a.m. we have FOMC members speaking. Then I think even the federal budget balance will be, in my opinion, it's medium impact. We have on Wednesday, we have FOMC members speaking, crude oil inventories. Then we have another member speaking. Then we have three members, Fed members speaking on Wednesday. On Thursday, we have core producer price index, PPI month over month, unemployment claim. These are all high impact events. And then we have FOMC members speaking. Then we have on Friday, core retail sales and retail sales, Empire State Manufacturing Index, import prices, industrial production month over month. And then we have preliminary University of Michigan sentiment and the same inflation expectation. So a week full of a lot of economic data. Let's go here and let's look at earning calendar for next week. So on Monday, we have Monday.com, which is very, on Monday, we have Monday. So earnings from Monday, Barrick Gold. These are before market. After market, we have Oaklu. And the key thing about this week is we have 4 C's. Circle earnings, Tawa earnings, CoreWave earnings, which is core earnings, and then CE and Applied Material, and then this Elbit Systems. So it's a weak combination of technology and other earnings. So it's spreading around technology, financial services, basic materials, aerospace and defense, quantum computing, and consumers. It's going to be an interesting week. We don't have any Megacap in this week, which is good. And let's see what we have. So we are heavy on the economic calendar, and we have technology and quantum computing and financial services as our in the earnings. So let's go and let's start from MNQ futures, which is the Nasdaq 100 futures. So what has happened in Nasdaq 100 futures? This is the daily chart. We broke through this channel. Now I have drawn 3 scenarios over here. One is it goes straight up, it hits this level, comes down, goes for a new high. Right? But looking at these two, I mean this high, and we are trading around the highs at the moment. So we are trading around at the moment 23,765. This is 23,848. So we are close to the high. Okay? So like here we have 848 and 764, right? So about we can say around less than 100 points. The best case scenario is we go straight higher from here, come down, make a new high. Ideal scenario, in my opinion, is we come down, we retest this previous all-time high. Ideal scenario is we come down, we go a little bit up, we retest this, and we move higher. Worst case scenario is we come down, we retest this high, pulls back, and we go down. Now, from the seasonality perspective, it looks like that August, September, October is generally very hard on the market. Let's look at, I forgot to show you one more thing, which is the probability map. Guys, I would like to thank you for subscribing to following me on Twitter, YouTube, and going through my stuff. So I'll appreciate that. I'll appreciate if you're not following, please follow, subscribe, like, share within your contact. So it encourages me a lot to produce as much as more actionable ideas. So coming back to our weekly market probability, so it's for 11th of August to 15th of August. 11th of August, Dow Jones 41% up, 46% up, 45% up. According to my research, it shows that like it's going to be a bearish day. On 12th, we have a similar scenario. On 13th, we have 54% of the time Dow Jones is up, 45% S&P, and 55% Nasdaq. So it's Nasdaq composite. So we have mixed to bullish, and then 14th and 15th self-explanatory. Guys, so thank you very much for following me. TWT Learning is a research and education firm. We provide trainings on how to identify high probability investing and trading setups and ideas. I will appreciate if you can spread this my social media presence to within your network and whichever groups you are on. So this is my website, twtlearning.com. On Twitter, it's x.com, twtlearning, and YouTube, which we are watching at the moment. Thank you very much. So let's go here and let's see. So that is the scenario. Now, okay, one more thing which I would like to show is I did put these. So let's look here. This is S&P seasonality chart. What happens in August? It remains in the range towards the lower end of the range. End of August, it goes a little bit higher, drops in September, moves higher a bit, and then comes down in October. This is based on almost 20 years cycle. Similar situation, similar idea with Nasdaq composites. So let's see. End of August, it goes higher. So from first half of August, it remains under pressure. And then September, it goes higher. October, it comes down. These are these are seasonality pattern, high probability. Will it happen? We have yet to see, but this is what the historical patterns are suggesting. Now, on that basis, if I look at the Nasdaq 100 futures, the ideal scenario is this pink line. We come down, we move higher, we come down. Looking at the probability map, it suggests that we have two bearish days and followed by a mixed bullish day and then followed by two bullish days. So that's what it is. The ideal. The best scenario is we go higher from here, come back, go higher. The worst scenario is we test this or the previous high, we retrace a bit and come down. So let's see which one works, right? I still believe the ideal one is come down, go higher, come down, and then move higher. Let's see. And the similar situation is on S&P futures. We have broken this channel. So the ideal scenario, we come down, move higher, we retest the previous high, previous all-time high. Best case scenario, we go higher, we come down, we move higher. Worst case scenario, we retest this level, the previous high, previous all-time high, and then we move higher and we break through it. One more thing I would like to show you on MNQ. So MNQ futures has also broken the trend line, the channel. Now let's look at QQQ. In the case of QQQ, we have again, it's in the making, it's not yet ready. On the daily chart, there is a probability of making a double top scenario, but it's too early to say. We'll see how next 2 days comes out to be. With looking at the probability map, if next 2 days are bearish, then probably there is a high probability of a double top formation in the making. We retest, we break this support, which is around Tomorrow it comes to around 563. So we'll keep an eye on 563, 562. On the top side, we will keep an eye on 574. So let's see how it goes. Here it goes tomorrow on Monday, the 11th of August. Let's look at SPY. SPY has a similar situation. We failed to break the last all-time high, which is about 639. We closed around 637, so 639, 640 is the key zone to look at. Now, let's look at the volatility, which is UVXY, the ETFs. So this is ProShare Ultra VIX short-term ETF. Now, something symmetry about it. So on the weekly basis, we are moving between these two lines, these two. It's a small channel sort of a thing. We come to the bottom of the channel, we drag along with for a few days or a few weeks before we go higher. We are testing the base of the channel. Are we going to move quickly higher? It all depends how it comes, what happens in the next week. Or either we remain in low volatile period and then volatility increases. So we'll see what happens. Let's look at our Megacap stocks. Tesla. Tesla is facing this falling trend line. If everything goes well, Tesla has a strong resistance. In the morning for Monday, it's 334, between 334 to 337, 38, maybe 39. It can even hit 40 and comes back. That's possible. Let's look at NVIDIA. In the case of NVIDIA, you see we have two. We have a large channel, and within the channel, we are moving in the channel. So if you see the large channel is holding tomorrow, and this is the daily chart, so it's around 184. That's what we had, the high we have seen. So far, the high we have seen is 83.30, and then almost 183.88. So 184 is very close there. We fail to break this. We come down to test this price, which is like 170, 176, 177. Let's go here. Let's look at AMD. AMD is facing this falling trend line. Tomorrow, if everything goes well, if it does not break the trend line, the maximum it can go higher is 174 to 176. And on the downside, we have a risk to 163. Okay, so we'll see how what happens tomorrow. Google. Let's see Google. In the case of Google, we are filling this gap. Last earnings, a couple of earnings ago, we are filling this gap. On the top side, 203, 204 should act as a resistance. If it fails to break that one, that means we are coming down. If it goes further higher, 207, 208 is likely. After Google, we have Broadcom. Broadcom is facing the center point of the rising channel. If everything goes well, then we can see 313. The high which we have seen so far is 310. So either it remains below 310 or it goes to 313 before it comes down. Apple has something very interesting. Apple has broken this downward trend line. Now, this is a very large candle on the weekly basis. If everything goes well, we need to remain above 221, 222 in order to go further higher. Microsoft is trading around this, right? Within the channel, we have seen this spike post-earning, and then we are sitting at the base of the channel. If we close around 522, if we open or by 10 o'clock, if we are below 500 and we drop below 520, 20 or 19, we have decent room to come down. or otherwise we remain in the range. And on the other hand, Amazon has been, we had a price gap here. So last earning, we had a price gap, came down, moved higher. Same thing, we have a price gap here. Probably will go a little bit higher before we come down to retest this level. All right, so let's look at some of the earnings. Okay, so let's look at Barrick Gold. Barrick Gold is testing this price gap. As long as this contains on the upside, we have a decent room on the downside, so we can come down to 21, 22. If we break decisively above this 23, 23 and a half and 24 post earning, we have a decent, we can see a decent move to 25. Okay. In the case of Oklo, we failed to break. I mean, this is the resistance line. We tested this one, tapped, this one came down. We have again tapped this one, probably post earning, we are going to come down a little bit. Circle earnings this week. And let's see, Circle has a price gap here, which has not been filled. So there is a possibility the Circle post earning will come down between 145 to 132, 33. 132, 133 settles down there. And if it holds the upper end of the around 145, it can remain between 160 to 145. It goes below 145, 144, then we have 133 on the cards. All right, let's come at CoreWave. CoreWave, sorry. So let's see. We are moving in this congestion zone. So either we go to 132 and come down. The daily candle is strong, which can take us to 132, 133 before we come down a little. All right, guys. RGTI, which is a quantum computing. We have a very large candle. We are almost moving in this range. If we go above post earning, if we go above 17 and a half, we can see 18.6. Otherwise, we are going to remain in a narrow range. After RGTI, we have Cisco. Cisco is moving along this rising trend line. We have broken that. I think we are at all-time, we are close to all-time high. We break this. So if we manage to break 71, 72, we have room to 70, 77 and a half and 80. Okay. Look at Kava. Kava, I think, is coming back to retest 72 and 69. Right. After Kava, we have Applied Material. So Applied Material is facing a very strong resistance around 201 to 196. So 196 to 201. That's all for now, guys. All the best. I wish you all the best. Have a good trading week. And we will connect. I'll try to do something in the middle of the week. If I don't do it due to summers, and if I don't do it, I will be doing something over the weekend, next weekend. Keep an eye on my Twitter. I will be good. I'll be covering some earnings preview for investing.com. So it will come on my Twitter, or otherwise you can try TWT Learning. Go to twtlearning.com. Go to About. Here you will find both the links for investing.com. So these are the stories. The last one I have done is on the Lily. And then we go to fxstreet.com. So on FX Street, I do cryptos, gold, and economic indicators. So you can find it here. So the one I did was gold, Fed rate in focus. So all the best, guys, and then we will connect sometime during the week. Take care and have a wonderful week.